As we know, all of us will be pouring in hours on duty this weekend as we look at the release of Marvel Adventure. But how was the beta? What can we expect from the game at launch? And what can we expect from the future? These and more questions will be answered in the next video, so please stay tuned till the end. First off, Marvel Adventures is a game like The Division. You can see it as The Division meets Marvel Heroes, where you play online with your friends and complete side quests, objectives, secret areas, and story missions. The social aspect of this game is one of the biggest parts. Of course, Crystal Dynamics focused more on the online part than on the single player part. But lucky for us, gamers who don't have friends like me, we can play this game offline single player, but of course we all know it's much more fun together. So the last couple of weekends in August there were open and closed betas. This gave some critics towards the developers, since some video game consoles had more playtime than others, giving these players a big advantage. Of course, as we all know, these betas weren't meant for that. Of course, we know betas are meant for testing the game, testing the online purpose and testing the servers. Some people handled this beta very well. Others had some minor critique. Some even went so far demanding a refund. I, for one instance, am torn because I know what this game wants and I really want this game to be to its full potential. Only thing is that sometimes it feels like an unfinished project, which is fair to say from a beta, but also the matchmaking was a bit weird and not stabilized. Now, a couple of days ago, the beta has closed. Crystal Dynamics released some interesting information according to the beta. This data tells us exactly what each player did in the beta. So we can see that 6 million people logged in towards the beta. We can see that over 300 million enemies have been slain. More than 27 million hours have been poured into this game. And we can see that 3 million hours were played as Iron Man. And unfortunately, we were forced to listen to his bad jokes. Of course, these numbers by itself don't mean nothing. Well, what will it mean towards the launch of this game? It will mean that Crystal Dynamics stated that they will have to put way more work in towards their servers and to stabilize them. Definitely in a matchmaking area. Now, they also stated due to this, we cannot guarantee that crossplay is available from launch. Of course, we can see that the beta was pretty successful with minor bumps in the road. It is up to Crystal Dynamics to bring this whole piece back to life and see what will happen on launch day September 4th. Well, speaking of the future, I'm not talking about September 4th, I'm talking way down the line. We can see some content that was planned for the future, like playable characters, hero styles, hero challenges card and everything. But recently, Crystal Dynamics stated that due to the recent loss of Marvel's superhero, Chadwick Boseman, also known as Black Panther, that the table of contents has been switched up a bit. That means that probably Black Panther will be and can be a playable character, only because of the sudden death of the Marvel actor. Unfortunately, it has been moved back a couple of months. As far as DLC goes, we can see that there is a $10 pass we can buy. This grants you extra heroes, extra hero challenges, cosmetics, and even more missions. Before presenting the new stuff, Crystal Dynamics did a pretty good job showing off the stuff we already had and was already free to begin with, like new story missions and some cosmetic changes. As we can be quick on cosmetics because they're purely aesthetic and don't give you a character any boost, because of course that will be a pay-to-win mechanic and a cheap way. Now, of course, if you want this cosmetic, that's fine. Each character has 40 levels of hero challenges to complete, and by doing that you get a lot of cosmetics. Of course, these hero challenges have a paid and unpaid version. Unpaid versions of course give you lesser rewards, where the paid version gives you better rewards, but of course that's up to you to decide. Unlocking these gifts requires you to do daily and weekly quests. For each playable character, the free version is available from launch, and the paid version of course is also available from launch, but cost a $10. Now, this roughly transfers into 1,000 credits in game, meaning that you need to pay 1,000 credits to open up these hero challenges, which is a pretty good value if you ask me. I'm not a big fan of microtransactions, but if you complete all the characters and all the hero challenges, then you get about 12,500 credits in game. So it's up to you how to spend that. We can see that credits will also be used in vendors. This will mean that we can buy packs of random generated things like title cards, emotes, and maybe character skins. We can buy them at vendors. This pack will open once you buy it, just like FIFA packs or like what happened in World War II and Call of Duty. And these range from 500 credits to 10,000 credits, of course, getting higher and higher chances of better loot, but also paying more. Unfortunately, I don't like that one. I just want to feel free to explore the world and do everything I want. But speaking of everything I want, we can see that Hawkeye and Spider-Man are free for the PlayStation 4. Unfortunately, we don't know yet what other characters might be free for other consoles, but these are the exclusives. Now, if you want those hero challenges and everything, you have to buy them separately in-game with credit. Well, on top of vendors, we can clearly see that some vendors do not take in-game credits, other credits, but they take some special resources. Of course, these resources are way more special because they are hard to find and we can buy them in store because the characters change every week, or at least the cosmetics of the characters change every week, and title cards, emotes change every day. What also keeps me coming back for more in this game is that characters are being announced left and right. As of a couple of days ago, we can see that another Hawkeye is also joining the roster. In this case, Kate Bishop, also known as the daughter of Hawkeye. Now, unfortunately, we came towards the end of this video. Now that we have discussed this all, I'm asking you, are you going to buy this game? Are you going to play this game? Have you played the open beta? Please let me know the answers to these questions in the comments down below. And don't forget that this game will be released on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, Google Stadia on September 4th. Now, please enjoy the game. Thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, liking, and hitting the notification bell. And thank you guys for watching.